Mega start.
Welcome to meeting number 380 of Turning Point Toastmasters. I am Megha Bansal, Surgeon at Arms for today. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. There are certain rules to join the meeting. Please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Be the kind of audience for others you would like to have for yourself. Now, certain rules for role players. Role players, please rename yourself as the role you're playing and your name. Teamor, TTM, and General Evaluator, please ensure a smart audio and video check before handing over to respective role players. And also, acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. The timer will use background change or screen sharing to indicate time using one of three cards. Green means that you have reached the minimum qualifying time. Yellow indicates that it is a good time to start concluding. Red specifies that you have 30 seconds more or you will be disqualified. Individual session timings will be explained in due time to all of you. Now, certain general rules for everybody on stage, in the meeting, sorry. We encourage you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We sincerely request you not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage. In fact, just refrain from chatting altogether and just focus on the speaker. Reiterating, please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. Polls will be launched after each section and they will be closed after 30 seconds. Now it is time to introduce the presiding officer of our today's meeting to all of you. Now, introducing her, she is a data scientist by profession and a Punjabi by heart. She is a big time foodie and likes to dabble with different things like makeup, driving, yoga, etc. She enjoys watching TV series and hanging out with friends. She started her Toastmasters journey in March 23 and is serving as our president currently. So, with a big round of applause, welcome Neeraj onto the stage.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible.
Thank you, Madam Sarjetatam, for stating the guidelines so clearly. I request everyone to follow these guidelines so that you can have a smooth 2 hours journey till the end. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I am Neera Singla, your presiding officer of the evening. Before we start, I want to ask you, how are you all? In this bustling and busy life, where we all excelled as a multitasker, we have to wear multiple hats. We all have to be best employee, good mother, father, perfect husband, wife. We have to plan our financial investments, social interaction, read multiple books, watch multiple series. Amid all this chaos, how are you feeling? Please put your thumbs up if you're all doing good. Perfect. So this is the response that I was looking from everyone. While we participate in multiple races, one important race that we often forget to participate is your physical health and mental well-being. Ask yourself this question: how am I doing today? If the answer is not positive, then reflect on yourself and check what is missing, how you can do it better, and what is not important, deprioritize that. I'm sure you all have heard the case of 26-year-old girl who recently died of heart attack because of the work pressure. Please bear in your mind, nothing is more important than your life. Give priority to your life than any other thing in this world. And keep happy, stay healthy. Keep smiling and stay happy. So talking about mental health, today we are going to take you a 2 hours journey where you will feel very light-hearted. We have series of speakers who are going to share their insights of their life with all of you, followed by a table topic session, which is so fun. Like you can speak clever, anything, whatever you want. Then at the end, we have light-hearted evaluations. Moving on, now it's time to introduce guests. Okay, we don't have guest joined yet, but never mind. I want to give you an important update. Our Chief Judge training and judge training is going to be held on 28th September at MTI. I highly encourage everyone to participate in this training. In this, you will learn multiple things. The first important thing is how to get to know more about the ISC contest. Second thing, you will get to meet so many cool and expert people during your training. And third, that you will know better how you can prepare yourself for ISC context. Isn't it exciting? At least it is for me. Now, let's start the meeting with a very exciting theme. Today's theme is about, oops, I don't want to spoil this mystery by stating what this theme is about. I would like to give stage to our very capable and proficient who is going to introduce this theme much better than me. Today, Toastmaster of the evening is someone who always comes with very quirky yet very engaging topics. He is data scientist by profession and has deep connect with yoga and nature's enthusiast. He loves to do trekking. So let's join your hands while our Toastmaster of the evening, Ankit Aggarwal, takes the stage.
Toastmaster Neeraj, am I audible and visible? Thank you, Toastmaster Neeraj, for such a humble introduction of mine. So let me start the theme today by asking you a question. What do you think of a place called Death Valley? Does it seem like a vacation place, or does it seem like you're walking in a nightmare? Let me introduce you to Death Valley, a land of extremes. It is the lowest point in North America, and it's the hottest place on the earth. So this place has recorded 57 degrees Celsius. Yes, 57 degrees Celsius. It's the driest desert that is there available on earth. And once it used to be a mining town as well. So you must be thinking, who on earth would be going to such a place for a vacation? Well, I have been to that place 2 times. Let me start sharing my journey to the Death Valley. So the journey started with a drive through the longest, the straightest drive or the road that I have ever been. This is called Route 190. This is like driving miles, and actually 190 miles exactly. No bends, no twist on the road, just driving and looking at the black mountains in front of you. And this feels like you are in a post disastrous movie. And I can show you through a photograph of photographs that I have from Death Valley. So let me bring my screen. Let me know if you all can see my screen. Can someone give a thumbs up if they can see
It's
my screen?
visible. Ankit.
Okay.
It's visible.
So look at this. Like this is the road basically, which is called Route 190. So it's kind of a like 190 miles straight drive. So you keep driving for hours and hours, and there is no one that comes. Like no human being, no car. It's just a barren landscape, and you get frustrated like whether, and you must just start thinking about like whether you are going in the right direction. Is it like you are going to a place where you should not be going? So this is like kind of black mountains that you see while driving through this Route 190. So finally, like after driving for 3-4 hours in such kind of a place, I finally reached a tourist spot, which is called Devil's Golf Course. You heard it right, Devil's Golf Course. So I have gone to multiple golf courses in my life, but I've never been to a golf course like this. The landscape is full of salt formations. It's so rough that only hell could have designed such kind of a golf course. So this is the first place in the Death Valley that I see. And I can share you my screen again to show like how does the devil's golf course looks like. So this is how the landscape of devil golf course looks like. It's like the white color here reflects the salt formations. So if you take a closer photo of the landscape, you would see the salt formations here, and these are like so sharp, though so rough landscape. And this is me taking a photograph of mine. So I think I was so frustrated at that time that where I have come for a vacation that I could not think of a other pose than this one. So this is golf course for me. So let me just ask you this question again. Do you think Death Valley is a heaven or a hell? Looking at these landscapes, photographs, it definitely feels something like a hell. So before we explore this further, let me introduce you to our structure of the meeting. So our meeting consists of 3 sections. The first one is prepared speech section, where prepared speakers will be giving their speeches and they will be evaluated by speech evaluators. Today we have 2 speeches in our meeting. The second section would comprise of table topic sections, which is the impromptu speaking. So here, guests and members will be coming on stage, speaking for a minute, and they will also get evaluated by our evaluators. And the third section, which is the most important section, is the general evaluation section. In this, everyone, including me, will get evaluated by our general evaluator. And our general evaluator is someone who is an author, an artist, and a podcaster. And she runs a talk show which has completed more than 100 episodes. She loves traveling, she loves singing, and she is currently working as a trainer in Modi University in Rajasthan. So she is none other than Toastmaster Pooja Kushwa. So let's welcome Pooja Kushwa on the stage. Pooja, can we have a quick
Thank
audio
you
and
so
video
much.
check?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, Pooja, you are audible and visible. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for a very nice introduction. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, our dear members and guests. I hope everybody is doing great. So, my name is Pooja Kushwaha, and I am a general evaluator for the day today. And I conduct the evaluation portion of the meeting. And I will be calling my team to assist me with the giving the feedback to our speakers, and I will evaluate the entire meeting as well at the end. So help me welcome our first evaluator, that is Priyanka Mishra, who is going to evaluate the speech of our first speaker, that is Neeraj. So please welcome Priyanka.
Pooja, just from the point of order, you just need to call the uh, evaluators like grammarian, timer, and our counter.
Okay,
Just the tag team. Yeah, tag team.
okay, okay, fine. Okay, so help me welcome our tag team, that is AHA counter, that is Anshuman. Please welcome Anshuman and explain your role.
Uh, yes, Madam General Evaluator. As an accountant today, I'll be noting down the crutch words and sounds which are used in the speeches and roles by different role players, and I look forward to presenting that report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you so much, Anshuman. So our next team member is uh, our timer, that is Aprajita. So Aprajita, please come on the stage and explain about your role.
Yeah. Hi. So my role as a timer is to note down the times of prepared speeches and table topic speech table topics. And right now I would like to show you the cards. So prepared speeches is for 5 to 7 minutes. Everybody will get the grace timing of 30 seconds. And when it will be a 5, it will cross 5 minutes, it will be showing green card. I'm just trying to share the screen. So it will show a green card, and when the time will cross 6 minutes, it will show the red yellow card, and when time will cross 7 minutes, it will show the red card, and I will keep showing the red card until the speech is being finished. And same things goes with table topic. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. And for speech evaluators, yeah, and for speech evaluators, I will show the card of green card at 2 minutes. Uh, 2:30 will be shown the yellow card, and 3 o'clock, 3 minutes, it will show red card. That's all.
Thank you so much, Aprajita. So our next team member is our grammarian, Animesh. Please come and explain about your role.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Folks, I'll be playing the role of the grammarian, as in the English teacher for this meeting, and I will be evaluating you on your grammar. As the grammarian, I also play the role of the word master. Today, the word of the day is oasis. Since Toastmaster Ankit chose the theme of Death Valley, I thought, why not find an oasis? That's where I thought, let's use this word today. So to explain the word oasis means a fertile spot in a desert where water is found. Since all of you know, Death Valley is a desert in a way. It's, it also refers to a pleasant or peaceful area or period in the midst of a difficult, troubled, or hectic place or situation. So, it's like calling, you know, an oasis could also mean a ray of hope in a gloomy situation. Yes. So an example of this would be the weary travelers stumbled upon a lush oasis in the middle of the scorching desert. Another example, after a long day of work, she retreated to her backyard oasis to find solace and relaxation. Here, here's one more. The small town served as an oasis of calm in the midst of the bustling city. By the way, this is from the Greek word oasis, meaning fertile spot in a desert. Uh, you could also use haven, refuge, sanctuary, retreat, hideaway. Opposing words of oasis, that is the antonyms, would include wasteland, desert, and wilderness. Anybody who uses the word of the day shall be shown encouragement in the form of a single thumbs up. You can use the Zoom emoticon of a thumbs up for the same. I'll now hand it over to the general evaluator to continue. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Animesh. So our next role player is table topic evaluator, and I would love to call Ashima on the stage and explain about her role.
Okay, so I will be taking care of the evaluation of table topics. So I will be checking the structure and delivery of the table topics, and I'll submit my report at the end in the evaluation section. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Ashima. So these are our role players, and we are evaluating entire the meeting. So all the best, everyone. And over to you, TMOD Ankit. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Pooja, for briefing us about the evaluation section. Now coming back to the topic, Death Valley. So I just wanted to share one mystery of Death Valley. So in Death Valley, it is observed that stones as heavy as 100 kgs of stone are moving on the floor or on the land, and no one is aware of how these stones or these rocks are moving on such a rough surfaces. There are many theories. Some says it because of such high wind. Some says it might be because of if there is some rain, there is some ice which is formed and the wind helps on moving those rocks. And some says it might be some supernatural forces. Let me share some of the images of stones moving. So if you see the image, we could see the stones, right? And we could see some lines on the land, which somehow shows that these stones are moving. And no one could see like when are these stones moving, and no one has captured like how these are being moved. So there are different theories about how these are moving, but no one knows the reason. So this is still a mystery, and there are many theories about it. So we will not be able to identify the reason for it today, but we can definitely listen to some of the great speeches that are coming in the next section, which is prepared speech section. And let's start with our first speech. And this first speaker for today is none other than our presiding officer, Neeraj Singla, who needs no introduction. She will be evaluated today by Toastmaster Priyanka. So let's welcome first Toastmaster Priyanka on the stage to share the objectives of the speech.
Uh, Toastmaster today, am I audible and visible?
Yes, Priyanka, you are audible and visible.
Thank you. Toastmaster Neeraj is going to attempt or is going to bring an oasis in a speech. That is nothing but connecting with storytelling. So the objective of this speech is to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Timer, please note the length of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Neeraj. I'm looking forward to your speech. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. With that, I would like to call Neeraj to the stage. And Neeraj, let's do a quick audio and video check. Neeraj, you are not audible and visible. Can you unmute yourself?
I'm audible.
Yes, Neeraj, you are audible and visible. Topic for you, Neeraj. Finding peace amid chaos. A journey to Kashmir. Finding peace amid chaos. A journey to Kashmir. Neeraj.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. After a long, tiring business trip to Europe, all I wanted was peace and a quiet place. My mind needed a break, and my legs was about to lodge a complaint because I overused them. While I was thinking what could be the potential tourist places, one place that kept coming into my mind, like Dr. Batra's hair fall ad every 5 minutes comes into my inbox, was Kashmir. I have heard lots of stories about its beauty and watched scenic backdrops in different Bollywood movies like Highway, Student of the Year, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. And on top of it, every Instagram reel was telling me that Kashmir is shouting at you to come and relax. Also, take some killer selfies. Then and there, we decided, my two friends, my husband, and I decided to pack our bags and go to Kashmir. As I recently came from a business trip, my luggage was already packed. I just have to drag my bag and take it to the different continent. No biggie for me. On 4th June, we landed in Srinagar. Did I say landed? Not yet, because our pilot could not find slot on runway. So he decided to take us to a detour on top of the Srinagar and show us beautiful places from the top. And we didn't mind because I saw snow-capped mountains spread over miles, lush green meadows and valleys. The view was breathtaking. It was like getting a free air tour mile from our Indigo flight. Yes. After we landed in Srinagar, the cool breeze greeted us. So does the SIM card. News flashes, your SIM card is not working here. Either buy a SIM card which costs us around 500 rupees or just have a tech-free vacation. But hey, hello, Reels doesn't make themselves. So we decided to buy a SIM card so we can have some good selfies, make Reels and post on the social media. Our Airbnb was around 35 minutes from the airport. As soon as we entered in the Airbnb, a beautiful garden welcomed us with vibrant flowers streaming across the area. Our rooms was theme based. I got a room bird theme based. There was a birds, different birds embroidered on the walls, ceiling, everywhere. And our friends got a flower based theme room. Then suddenly a joke came in my mind. While will be tweeting, they will be blossoming. I know it was very bad joke, but it's okay. Let's move on. At the evening, after we settled in and have soothing kawa, for which Kashmir is famous for, we decided to go for it to watch sunset on Dal Lake. When I say sunset on Dal Lake, it is not something that you just watch. It's something that you feel. We quickly hopped on the shikara and it was so peaceful. Because it was the sunset time, the entire sky was colored in two colors, orange and pink. And I can see the mirror of that sky on the water. And we were floating on top of that water. For some time, we were just quiet. And just one thing that was bothering us was the vendor who was trying to sell saffron. But hey, the pitch, the Kashmir tour would be incomplete without a sales pitch of saffron. The next day, we decided to go to Sonmarg. And we thought that we will go to the most famous tourist place, Zero Point. But after reaching there, it was actually the zero. The snow was covered with slushy brown mud, overcrowded, and there was more auto snowmobiles than snow itself. We all started looking each other. This is the zero. Actually, that was the zero. And then looking at the disappointments on our face, our driver thought to take us to another place which was around 3 kilometers from the zero point. And this was it. This was the Kashmir that we had imagined. There was untouched snow, mountain, and the temple reached on the top of a hill, and could feel the beauty of it. The next day, we went to Pahalgam, and it did not disappoint at all. There was this river flowing through that, and stones on each side. It was like a scenic view that we saw, and we got to know that our hut is on the breach of the hill. It means two things. One is that we get to see a spectacular view, and other thing is that if we forget something, we always have to climb the Mount Everest. During our stay, we decided to cover three valleys: Petav Valley, Aru Valley, and Chandrawadi Valley. And here it was. The Betav Valley, we got such a scenic view in the backdrop, and we make a reel with a lit song. Lakilogadi de Kuttanal Pullani. I'm sure some of you have seen that. And we, with our killer moves, we made the savage reel. Okay, not so killer moves because we got very few likes. After that, we as I'm walking you through different parts of the Kashmir, there was not everything that was rosy. Not every place was free. Whatever destinations we were going into, there was so much littering. Maggie wrappers, teacups, and remnants of tourists. It's just frustration that we felt. And during that frustration, we we find a way to appreciate the beauty of the places which was untouched, which was serene. That's why we decided to go to a random viewpoint and looked at the waterfall that we saw on our way and just cherish moments for a couple of hours. Our last stay was at the Nagin Lake, which was the cousin of Dal Lake, less commercialized, and we booked a houseboat there. And while the boat was vibrating, we were feeling like the Mother Earth is crashing us in her lap. It was so beautiful. We felt that the time has stopped. After our journey back to Delhi, when I reflect back on my Kashmir trip, all I can see, although our driver tried to sell so many unwanted things to us which were not needed, although the hospitality could have been better in the Airbnbs, but the magic, it did not affect the magic that we felt during our trip. During the entire journey, one thing that I have learned, that the beauty, the peace is not about the perfect destination. It's about the peace that you find amidst the chaos. This is it. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Ankit Aggarwal.
What a speech, Toastmaster Neeraj. Looks like I need to find peace talking about Death Valley. But uh, members and guests, please take a minute to write a feedback for this speech to Neeraj Singla. And timer, please help me time a minute. Okay. So now it's time for the second speaker. And our second speaker for today is Toastmaster Aprajita. Talking about Aprajita, she has done her bachelor's in economics. Apart from being studious, she is the one who loves teaching kids or toddlers. She loves to paint, and stargazing is one of her hobbies. And she loves to play and train dogs. She's evaluated today by Toastmaster Aina. Aina, let's have a quick audio and video check.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, Toastmaster Aina, you are audible and visible.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Toastmaster Ankit. Today, Aprajita is going to deliver her second speech of the project Evaluation and Feedback from Level 1 of the Pathways Persuasive Influence. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback which she received in her first speech of the same project. Timer, please note that the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. Looking forward to hear a stunning speech, Aprajita. All the best. Over to you, Toastmaster Ankit.
With that, I would like to call upon the stage Toastmaster Aprajita. Aprajita, can we have a quick audio and video check?
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, Toastmaster Aprajita, you are audible and visible.
Can someone jot down my timings for the speech? Because I am the timer. Chicken, Neeraj.
Okay. Aprajita, let's live and let them live. Let's live and let them live. Aprajita.
What a juicy chicken. Wow. Afghani tikka kebab. So yummy. Bhaiya, one more plate, please. As humans, we think that we are superior and that every other living and non-living things is inferior to us. We do harmful things and behave poorly with them. We treat them and do things that we want them to do. Based on animals' nature towards humans, there are two types of animals: domestic animals and the wild animals. Regardless of their type, animals have fallen victim to cruel human behavior. At the top of the list is the kind of government-sponsored cruelty that is evident from the sorry state of our zoos, where animals are kept in cramped cages, some of them which stink so badly that you cannot get the strength to look the animals more closely. I remember when I was 15, I went with my cousins who are non-vegetarians to buy a chicken from these open meat shops. I was walking through the shops and I found the place so filthy. And despite of seeing the condition of that place, my ears caught the notice of a squeaky voice coming from one of the shop. There, that chicken was tied up and the eyes were wide open with fear. He was struggling. But what did the butcher do? Butcher raised his knife and cut slit throat. For some time, chicken struggled. At the end, it became still. I felt so sorry. I felt so helpless to see that creature in pain and going through in pain just for our taste buds. I realized that no matter what the conditions can be, we can have food which are not cruelty based, because there are some uh, natural things also. Instead of vegetarian things, there are some natural way of eating meat sources which are not gone through the tragic end of their life. I was able to see this in our day-to-day life. We can see this as experiments, scientific experiments in our labs, renowned labs, where guinea pigs, small mouse, rats, everything has been exploited in a way so that they go through that process to come and serve us as a medical treatment. They go through that process because we can have beautiful makeups, eyeliners, their corneal are injected by medicines and substances which make them blind, which torture them to the limit of not to live anymore. I have been in a situation of, or you can say in a dilemma, that what to do for them so that I can have my own say instead of just being with words. I want to present myself to decrease the cruelty of animals. And it happens when we teach, we educate humans, and we try to stop those illegal traffickings of animals for their teeth. Like in elephants, their tusks are snapped out and taken for the sale illegally for skin and God, whatnot. I am eager to know that when we will try to encourage the movement, and when we were able to, and I'm not talking about PETA is doing their best in all over the world, but we as an individual would like to take a step and say things and do things gesturally so that we know that yes, we did our part well. Laws are there. There is a law, animal protection law of 1991, but these laws are not being implemented with the force because we themselves doesn't want the things to be done for the animals. So at the end, I would like to say that smallest act of kindness, smallest act of objection can do at least well for one creature, if not dozens, if not of thousands. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aprajita. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Aprajita? And let's take a minute to write a feedback to Toastmaster Aprajita. Timer, please help me time a minute. Okay, let's get back to our theme. So as I continued through the journey, I finally reached a stunning place called Artist Drive, a 9.7 miles scenic drive. And believe me, this is nothing short of magical. The mountains were painted with vibrant colors. but not by humans, by nature. Rich minerals in the soil created this beautiful rainbow of colors over million of years. And this we can see through some of the images. As we could see in this image, right, the mountains are showing a rainbow of colors. So there are different colors which are being shown here. And this was really mesmerizing to the eyes to see such kind of beauty, which is made by nature. And it is being said that these colors come from the volcanic eruptions, which might have happened a very long back. And the different colors that are being shown here on the mountain are corresponding to some of the different metal deposits which are there in the soil. So this is the artist drive in Death Valley. So I again ask you, do you think this looks like a heaven or hell? I bet now you are thinking maybe it's not that such a hellish place. With that, it is now time for the most interesting and happening section of the evening, table topic section. Today, it is headed by Toastmaster Iti Mehrotra. And talking about Iti is a chartered accountant by profession. She loves reading novels, both fiction and non-fiction. She believes with a positive approach, one can achieve anything. She is a quick learner and has joined Toastmasters to fulfill her dream of becoming a TED speaker. So let's welcome Iti on the stage. Iti, can we have a quick audio and video check?
Yeah, am I audible and visible?
Yes, Iti, you are audible and visible, and the stage is yours.
Thank you, Ankit. Before I start, let's go for a selfie first. Say, everybody, please say cheers.
Please put emoticons.
Thank you, everyone. So I'll welcome you all to the table topic session. For the benefit of guests, I would like to throw some light on the importance of table topics. Table topics enables a member to develop the skills for impromptu speaking. Table topics helps team members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of table topic like as a mini speech, which is having a opening, body, and a conclusion. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Try to stay on the stage until you see the green card being shown by the timer. You have to speak for a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds. At 2 minutes, timer will be sharing the red card. So once you see the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, first let's just try concluding your table topic speech. With that said, I would like to request everyone to nominate yourself for table topic by raising your hand. And I prefer to go with the experienced Toastmaster first, who is also not playing a role if it's possible.
Shrishti.
Okay. Srishti, you want to go for it? Okay. Your topic is Your favorite childhood memory. Share a fun or heartwarming story from your childhood. Toastmaster Srishti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eti, for that topic. And as soon as you mentioned this topic, I thought, okay, let me think of all of the things from my childhood. And then suddenly I just remembered this one discussion that I had with my mom the other day. And I'll just share it with you. Maybe it's not as heartwarming, but okay, you all can decide. This is a story of when my brother was born. And I was 6 years old. And when I was small, like much smaller than 6 years of age, I always used to want a sibling, right? And my best friend, her name is Vaishvi, she had an elder brother. So my request from my parents was to have an elder brother because my parents would ask me, if you want a sibling, do you want a sister or a brother? I said I want a brother, but specifically an elder brother. My other friend also had a younger sister. So I said, okay, I'm okay with the younger sister also. They're also fine. Ideally, first choice is elder brother. Second choice is younger sister. However, 6 years after I was born, and after 1 year of trying to convince my parents that 1 year, trying to convince my parents that it has to either be an elder brother or a younger sister. See, now I'll tell you, I did not know where babies come from, right? What my parents told me was that you have to go to the hospital and place an order for a baby. Like, when you have a birthday party and then you have to go to the restaurant and ask that, okay, you have to make a cake like this. You have to go to the hospital and do the same thing for your sibling. And after 1 year, they will after 1 year or after some months, obviously as a kid I had no idea of how long the time actually was. The hospital will call you back and tell you your baby is ready, you have to go stay there, and then they'll give it to you. So when my brother was finally born, I was so disappointed. First, he was born too close to my birthday, so my mom had to stay in the hospital on my birthday day, and obviously, I did not like that. And the second thing I did not like was the fact that he looked like this tiny little monkey. He couldn't even open his eyes. He was premature, and he looked so bad and such a bad kid. Plus, it was a boy, so I just told my mother that you should just take him back, give him back to the hospital, and tell them to just give us a refund, or tell them that this is not what we asked for. We asked for a sister, and we should just return this baby somehow. And I would like to tell you that unfortunately they did not accept the refund. So now it's been 24 years, and I have that same brother. No comments, but that is a story that I have. And once in a while, he lives in Bangalore. He comes home sometimes. He's home right now. And yeah, when I look at him, sometimes I still feel like we should have returned him. But most of the times, I feel like it's not so bad. So yeah, sometimes you don't get what you want, but it's not so bad. What do you think, Toastmaster?
Wonderful, Toastmaster Srishti. My daughter is also having the same childhood memory. So let's go for another one. Who wants to go now? Toastmaster Ashok.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Your topic is dream vacation. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Uh, since I have never been abroad, and I have thought that
You
I
are not
must visit.
audible.
Am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Audible now? Am I audible?
Yes, Ashok, you are audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Since I born and brought up in a very small village, and my education was also done in small village, and after completing my uh, higher secondary education, I migrated from here, and I completed my higher study in Delhi. After reaching there, I see the the world that this is too big. Otherwise, it was very small for me. But I have decided, if I get an opportunity to go, I have decided to go America. And I have not yet searched what is sightseeing places there and what to see. But when the opportunity comes through, I will definitely move there, and I will enjoy the things which are most important and worthwhile seeing there. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. I'm sorry I can't hear you in a proper way. Next, who wants to go for it? I can't see any raise hand. Okay. Iram, you want to go for it?
Yeah,
Am I audible, Iram?
yeah, I would like to go.
Maybe some network issue is going on. Pratna, do you want to go for the next one?
Iti, she said she would like to go.
Okay. Okay, Iram. The topic for you is influential person. Who is someone who has inspired you and what did you learn from them?
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak on this. The most influential person who inspired me a lot, that's one of the lady whose name is Nadia Patel Ganji, and she is one of the entrepreneur. She invested a hard amount of majority of her time for the establishment and for the progress of the women in the society. And for that, she established a IT program and trained variety of females in the industry and trained them that how she can earn money from the comfort of their home. She was the one who has won the competition for the event that was relevant specifically for the program named as she-male, which is where the female is the seller and the females are the buyer as well. So it's a platform which is she-male, I guess. Over the Facebook and over the internet, it is easily available. And majority of the females who belong to the industries, who belong to the villages areas, they are doing job from the comfort of their homes. And not only it's a job, it facilitates them a lot to generate the revenue. So the idea behind her thought was entirely inspiring, and beyond any shake of doubt, I can say her personality is also inspiring, and she inspires me a lot and facilitate me to think about these type of the ideas, which is not only going to generate the revenue but to facilitate a variety of the females and to support the other females, those who are connected in your surroundings. In my life, I have seen few other options as well, that how the females are working and how the male candidates are working to support the others. But due to the constraint of time, it would be quite difficult to discuss everyone over here. I hope the people enjoyed this story. And on the next time, I will come up with few other situations and the motivational stories as well. And with the name of those persons that who inspired me a lot. Thank you.
Wow, Iram, you pulled it very well. It's just like a mini speech having a opening, body, and a conclusion. Now, Pratna, do you want to go for it?
I can go for it right now. I'm in
Okay,
metro, so network will be an issue for me.
it's okay. Uh, you will not that open your video.
Yeah, won't be able to open my video like I can open for a minute. It shows, I'm not
Your
sure.
topic.
Is it showing?
Am I audible?
Yes, Iti, you are audible.
Yes, audible.
Okay. Your topic is
Yes, it was
hidden
very
talent. Do you have a unique skill or talent that not many people know about?
okay. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for this wonderful topic. So, hi everyone, this is Pratna. And speaking about me, I'm pursuing MBA right now. And apart from that, I'm doing a job in a digital marketing agency. So, speaking about my hidden talent, like I'm in sales right now. So, I really don't know about my hidden talent, which nobody knows. But yeah, I know I have a talent which some people know, like I have a sweet voice and I have a helping nature so that everyone can connect to me. And I think it's very good for the humanity because right now we all people are just dependent on a cause to talk to each other. We just don't talk about how other person is doing. We just don't care about what other person is going through. We just speak. But in this world, I'm having some empathy towards the mankind. So I think that is a hidden talent that some people have. So even on the sales call, I am able to connect with the people in a very. I think that is a very plus in this world, and I think can infuse positivity into the world. So I'm very happy about that. Goes from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratna. That was great. Who wants to? I can take one more topic now. Who wants to go for it? I can't see any raise hand. Anshuman, do you want to go for it?
Sorry, some network issue. Can we take up another table? Another.
You are not audible.
Iti, he said he has some network band issue.
Okay, so Rupinder, do you want to go for it?
I'll take the next topic. I'm on a call right now.
Okay, okay, it's okay. No props. Anna. Oh, I saw one raise hand. Sorry, I
Iti, we
missed it.
have time for only one topic.
Yeah, it's okay. But okay, Animesh, you want to go for it, right? Okay. Then the topic for you is best book or movie. What's a book or movie that made a big impact on you?
Okay. Wow. So, I found this one really cool book long ago. I think I was given this as a gift when I was in eighth standard or seventh standard, which must have been long ago, like really long ago. I think it was later. Point is about more than a decade ago, my parents gifted me this book called not my parents, one of my relatives actually gifted me this book on my birthday. The book's called 18 Stories of Unconventional Careers. The title, by the way, was My Life, My Rules. It looked like, so the cover actually looks like they clipped on a lot of letters together, you know. And why I particularly felt why I particularly feel it's impacted my life is because um, one thing that I follow more than anything from that book, one thing that the book really wanted me to take away was that it's okay to not go for your to not go for what your field intends you to do, or um what society intends for you to do. No, it's completely fine if you go down a different path. And why I feel that is because my fee because when you talk of my field in bachelor's in masters, which is electronics and communication engineering, usually people think, oh, you're talking about hardware, so you might be familiar with just the hardware. You could not possibly be working on software. Not at all. We know so much about both. So that was one so that's one book that actually kept me going. Maybe mostly because of Madhavan's story, mostly because of Rahul Ram's story, or be it the story of Manohar Parrikar, the former CM of Goa. You know, that's one book that kept me going till now. I don't have it right now over here. It's in my personal book collection way back at my home parents' home. So yes, that's one book. Thank you very much, Eti, for such a cool topic. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Animesh. It was great. And thank you, everyone, for such a wonderful speeches. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Iti, for such an amazing table topic section. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Iti, as she is doing playing this role for the first time, I believe. But yeah, so coming back to the theme, my journey didn't ended this much in the Death Valley. The next in line, we reached a point called Dante's View, which is famous for breathtaking vistas. And let me share my screen to show you some of the photographs of that place. So this is the Dante's View, and this is the view that you see from the Dante's View. It's on the hilltop, and the view that you're seeing and the white color that you see here is the salt. And the theory behind this is like thousands of years ago, there used to be a lake here which got evaporated, and what left was the salt that we could see as white here. It was really a mesmerizing view. And the white place that you see here is called the Badwater Basin. And when I was talking that Death Valley is one of the lowest place in North America, I was talking about the place Badwater Basin. Badwater Basin is around 282 feet below the sea level. I'm saying below the sea level, 282 feet. And as I was enjoying this view, but there was one thing which was stopping us. It was the wind. The wind at this place was about 50 miles per hour. And our car was literally shaking while we were at this point to see this view. And I was just confused that it's kind of an evening and we should be heading back, as the path is also not very safe. And I could still see there are so many people waiting at this point and just waiting for something. And then I just asked someone, like, shouldn't we going back right now, given that it's going to be night in some time? And a friendly stranger replied to me that this place is actually famous for another thing. It's famous for the darkest sky that you can see. And it's famous for the stars to do the stargazing. So we waited there. So we waited there, and then we got to see some breathtaking views of the sky that I had never seen in my life. And one of the photographs that I could take out from my mobile phone at night was this. So there are so many stars. It's like a blanket of stars in the sky. And there is somehow like at the section intersection of sky and mountains, there is some light which is being seen. I was not sure how it is like that, even at a very late time. And this is, I could not capture the beauty uh, with my camera because I'm not a professional camera, but the view from my eyes was mesmerizing. It was like you are seeing something cosmic. And I can show you a video like which is a time lapse video of of from the view from here only, and we could see like what kind of views can be seen if you are at this place. And I actually observed something similar to this through my eyes, not exactly like this because this is captured by a camera which I think must be very good to capture such a beauty, but I could somehow experience something similar to this, which like I'm still very fortunate to see this with my own eyes. So this is my journey through the Death Valley and the views that I had seen. Now, coming back to our meeting, the great thing about Toastmasters is that there is no dearth of feedback. And when we talk about feedback, we are talking about constructive feedback. And the constructive feedback will be given by our evaluators, which will be headed by our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pooja Pushwa. Pooja, can we have you on the stage and do a quick audio and video check again?
Am I audible and
Yes,
visible?
Pooja, you are audible and visible. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for beautiful pictures and the video. And now I would love to call Priyanka on the stage to evaluate our first speaker speech.
Pooja, am I audible?
Yes.
After a tiring Europe trip, Neera's found an oasis among the Kashmir Valley, and she found the so vivid hand gestures she used throughout her speech. I did not even feel that it was monotonous. It was quite apt. Each and every location of the speech. I loved how detailed explanation of each and every aspect she had. Snow-capped mountains, the Airbnb room, the boat, the shikara, the way she explained each and every detail. Even although I haven't visited Kashmir, but I was able to visualize Kashmir through Neera's eyes. Now, how would we help Neera's to grow better as a speaker? I have a few suggestions for her. The transitions she used in her speech, for example, when she was talking about the SIM card, and immediately she talked about Airbnb hotel. I wasn't able to relate both of them. I was stuck at a SIM card problem, and suddenly she was at the hotel. The transition what she can do is after removing this headache of SIM card, later finally we searched for a hotel and we relaxed. Somehow we could just give a link between both the events. The most important suggestion which I have for Neeraj is today the message. If your message is to find peace among the chaos, you have to explain the chaos very well so that we can feel what chaos is. If your chaos were not having a good SIM card, or if your chaos is the 0 point problems, if your chaos is not reaching, not getting having the plastic pollution which you found across throughout the Kashmir, then explain the chaos. When you were touching the chaos, we were not able to feel that, okay, you had chaos. How about you pick one or two problems? Say the plastic problem. I found everywhere. Here I was watching, there was a plastic bottle at the mountain, which was so beautiful, but there was a plastic bottle or pen somewhere. So go deeper for each and every problem. We'll feel it. Oh my God, so much of our problems. And suddenly, then you find them. Then when I moved from my face from that plastic bottle to the left, I saw a snow-capped mountains. And I suddenly forgot all the problems of the world. Like that, just give us the deeper vibe in the chaos and in the peace so that we will feel it. In summary, you have a great body language, Neeraj. I loved the detailed description you gave. You actually created the impact on the audience. What you can work on, the transitions, and the purpose of the speech. With that, I'd like to see you in more journeys, more finding peace in different journeys which you go in the future. All the best, Neeraj, for your next speech.
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for your lovely feedback. So I would love to call Aina, our second evaluator, to evaluate Aprajita's speech.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
All right. Human beings are intelligent enough to make use of animals for their benefit, either to fulfill their needs or just to have fun. What a message, Toastmaster Aparajita. I loved it. Your message was loud and clear throughout the speech, and your love for animals was clearly visible from your expressions. I loved how you started your speech by enacting those who are non-vegetarian. When you enacted like how people eat chicken and how they order one more plate and one more plate. Also, when you showed how a butcher cuts an animal and the pain that animal feels, that that was so clearly written on your face that you could feel it. And I felt it through your expressions, through your speech. Your hand gestures were superb throughout. Your body language was good. A couple of recommendations, although, that I have for you. In the future, what can be done is the camera can be adjusted before the speech. I noticed that the speaker was a bit disturbed due to the camera. The face was not visible. The face was visible till here. The bottom part was visible. The forehead was not visible. And you were disturbed by that. And in the middle, you had to adjust the camera. The second recommendation that I have was the structure of the speech. I loved the introduction, but somewhere in the middle, in this body, the message was, although the message was clear, but the structure was not appropriate. Especially when you were talking about PETA, you just introduced this term and you did not say anything about it. You could have perhaps told a bit more about what PETA is, what PETA does. Although people have idea, but still it could have been better if you would have told a bit about that. And the ending part, it was a bit abrupt. I thought I will get a motivational message in the end that, we should do this, we should do that. Perhaps you can work on the structure there. Overall, your speech was very good. It was very clear. I loved that you stood and spoke, because I remember last time you were sitting while you gave the speech. But this time you stood and spoke. Overall, I would be very happy if you would adjust your camera in the beginning before the meeting starts, and you would work a bit more on the structure of the speech. Your body language was good, your message was loud and clear, it reached us, your expressions were amazing, your voice module, you were a bit worried about the voice modulation, it was good, everything was clear. Great speech, Aparajita. Thank you, and over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much for your lovely feedback, Aina. So now I would love to call our table topic evaluator, Ashima. Please come on the stage and do the evaluation for table topic.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll start with Srishti. Srishti, you are an outstanding as always. You are enthused speaker of TPTM. Your thoughts are well organized. You connect with the topic very well. You are engaging and expressive. So this, I mean, the way you started the topic, you actually have engaged the attention of the audience, and everybody was just listening to you. So I mean, a good job on that, and no recommendations for you. Going ahead with Ashok. Ashok, I can see a noticeable change. I mean, improvement in your confidence, because I have seen you the way the on the first day when you took the table topic, and today I see a seen a significant change in your confidence level, and it is wonderful to see. uh, you are expressive also. Only one recommendation for you, just to make your delivery more impactful, you need to slow down a bit. When you try taking some pauses, actually this pause is not only going to help you with the with the delivery, but it actually helps you to structure your thoughts in a better way. So that is something you can try, and otherwise you are wonderful. Now coming to Aram, your response was insightful, and you made a good use of an example to back up your ideas. You are clear and articulate. Your story is like well organized. Only one suggestion for you is, you also can take a pause in between, that makes your delivery effective. And you can, the so that, or you can put emphasis on some of the words that makes that makes the uh, I mean, that break that monotonous tone of you, and you will look more expressive. Coming to Pratna, you are very confident. You engaged with the audience well. You're calm, composed. Uh, okay, so only one recommendation for you. So there is some distortion in the background that actually affects your delivery. So somewhere I was not able to listen to you properly. Otherwise, it was good. Coming to Animesh, your voice is clear, your thoughts are organized. You started with the story that grabbed the attention. um, I mean, you connect with the topic very well. I mean, the best way to to start with any topic is with an example, and you tried it, and I mean, it was amazing. So the only recommendation for you is, I mean, you can work on the conclusion part. You can close it in a better way. Like, I mean, while closing it, if you have good key points or something that you can give to the audience, that that makes a kind of an impression, that last impression of your thoughts, that is something you can work on. Otherwise, it was good. So otherwise, everybody was confident, and I mean, very very good in delivery. So yeah, thank you so much. Over to you, general evaluator of the evening.
Thank you so much, Ashima, for your lovely feedback. So now I would love to call our tag team first, counter Anshuman on the stage for your report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As for the R counter report, starting with Sajatam Toastmaster Priyanka, she was almost flawless with just one that I could hear. Coming to Toastmaster Neeraj as a presiding officer, There were 2 hours, 1 ums, but good attempt at humor. Uh, Toastmaster Neeraj as a speaker, there were 3 hours, 1 ums. Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Ankit, 3 hours, 1 Table topic master, Toastmaster EP, 1 hour, 1 one. Coming to the general value, Toastmaster Puja, almost flawless, just 1 hour and one long pause. Table topic evaluator Toastmaster Ashima, 2 hours, timer Toastmaster Prajita. In your introduction, 1 hour, and as a speaker, 2 ums, 1 hour. Grammarian Toastmaster Animesh. Um, overall, uh, overall, quite a vibrant speech in your introduction with 1 hour, coming to Toastmaster Aina as an evaluator. I could hear 1 hour and 2 ums. So that is it from my end. For the table topics, I unfortunately was stuck, so I could not evaluate. But I think Toastmaster Ashima did great justice to the overall evaluation, so that would have been valuable. I will go back to the recordings and share my report if required. Over to you, Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you so much, Anshuman, for detailed report. Now I would love to call grammarian Animesh to submit his report.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Folks, let's start off with the grammarian report. The word of the day was oasis, and as rare as the oasis of Death Valley, the use of the word oasis in this meeting was rare. Only I could hear it from only one speaker so far, Toastmaster Priyanka Mishra, apart from myself. Some typical good phrases that I could find. Only hell could have made this, meaning impossibly inconvenient, seemingly dangerous, used by Toastmaster Ankit. Mother Earth is embracing us. I think that I believe that was what I heard. Mother Earth is embracing us in our lap. Description of natural serenity. It doesn't sound grammatically correct, but nevertheless a very good phrase. Blanket of stars again, Toastmaster Ankit, and snow-capped mountains again, Toastmaster Neeraj. Some atypical utterances. Are you going to the right direction? Could be corrected as are you going in the right direction. Something like a hell could be rephrased as akin to hell or a hellish landscape. Giving the feedback be could be said as did could be corrected into delivering feedback. As strong as 100 kgs could be corrected as could be corrected uh, as into as heavy as 100 kgs. Finding peace amid chaos, of course, seems correct. Of course, so it seems grammatically correct, but you, but an improvement would be finding peace amidst chaos. So much of littering could also be written in a grammatically correct manner as lot of litter or so much litter or well, these are the two usages. Are having or is having when you're talking about a speech. Should Since you're talking about a body, opening body and conclusion of a speech, you could say speeches have or speech has, because you're talking about it in general. So don't say are having or is having. I born could be corrected as I was born. Replied to me that could be corrected into replied to me, saying whatever was in the um, whatever was the actual dialogue. Oasis with Kashmir could also be uttered as Oasis in Kashmir. And I believe I heard this pronunciation of the word continue as continue. It's actually continue. Con. So continue. Apart from this, of course, there were a few corrections in terms of past perfect, uh, past perfect and no, present perfect and present perfect tense. But I guess we can work on those. Maybe review your basics. With that, Toastmaster Pooja, over to you.
Thank you so much, Animesh, for sharing that detail. So now I would love to call timer Aparajita on the stage to share her detailed report.
So in prepared speeches, Neeraj took 9 minutes 52 seconds. Toastmaster Aprajita took 7 minutes 22 seconds. In speech evaluators, Toastmaster Priyanka Mishra took 2 minutes 29 seconds. Toastmaster Aina took 2 minutes 20 seconds. And table topic evaluator took 2 minutes 45 seconds. Table topics, Toastmaster Shrishti took 2 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Ashok took 2 minutes, 1 minute 49 seconds. Guest Aram took 2 minutes 3 seconds. Guest Prarthana Soni took 1 minute 35 seconds. Toastmaster Animesh took 2 minutes 53 seconds. That's all from my report. Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you so much for sharing detailed report, Aparajita. Thank you so much. So here we came at the end part of the meeting, and it was really amazing meeting. Everything went well, and I think we are on the time, and like 8:37, the time was good. How we completed a meeting. So here are some feedback about this meeting. So let's start with TMOD Ankit. So Ankit, the topic, whatever you have chosen, it was really, really interesting. And you have chosen the amazing topic, Death Valley. I think I was not aware of that topic. Maybe most of the people must be not aware of this topic. And it was really amazing. And the way you were sharing the information through images, I think it will be more memorable, and it will be capturing, information may be retained for the longer time because you have shared a lot of images. So that was good. But I think just one suggestion, if you can add those images in the form of PPT, so it will be like more organized form, so it will look nice in the form of meeting. So that is one recommendation. Everything was good, and the way you shown the pictures and the video, the most important thing, the video you have shown, that was really amazing. If we could add the sound, that impact will be really better. Rest everything was great. The way you conducted the meeting, everything was really great. Then the next feedback for Priyanka, our evaluator one. So Priyanka, like I love the way you start the things. The lot of drama and lot of gestures. I really really love that because I am not able to do that. So I love that the way you people do this. I really want to learn this. So expression, gestures, and drama, absolutely amazing. You talk about you talk about in evaluation about the body language and the detail, the way you, detail the evaluation. That was really good. And the most important part is your evaluation was end up on the positive note. So that was a really, really great thing. Then let's talk about Aina. So Aina, you have started with your evaluation with using a code. That was really great. And like in last meetings, I have heard about evaluation where Neeraj always told that evaluate in the form of speech. It should be look like that. And your evaluation for today was really like that. it was looking that you are delivering some speech. So it was really, really great. Your body language, expressions, your detailed overview, it was really good. And you have taken the pauses in the speech, and your speech was at the end of positive note. That was really amazing. So please keep doing that. Now the next feedback for our table topic master Iti. So Iti just the topics whatever you have chosen, it was really good and easy for understand, and everybody are able to perform. And but just one recommendation from what I think is, if we can match the table topic also with the theme of the meeting, then it would be really, really good and easy for everybody to evaluate or maybe deliver the topic, and it will be match the entire theme. And one more thing, Iti, when you were the speaking, you were not watching the camera. So if next time, please try to focus on that. And everything was great, the way you have conducted all the, although you were doing the first time, but we haven't felt that you were doing it the first time. We felt that you are master in that. So congratulations for doing that. Keep doing the great job. Now the next is our table topic evaluator Ashima. So Ashima, as always, you are delivering all the great thing. Your evaluation for each member, it was really great. Just one thing which I would love to add is, if you can work little bit on your energy and little bit drama. I know that it is difficult, but if you can add, it will be added charm in your evaluation and your speech maybe. And you have added the CRC approach, that was really great. Then Anshuman, I can't see you because of network error. I was only able to hear your voice. So I love your voice. Your voice modulation is really, really good. And the pauses you take, it provides the stability in voice. It is really great. Just one thing, maybe it was due to the network error. If you could have shared the screen and showed your report, it would be really good for everybody. And the next is our grammarian Animesh. So Animesh, as always, I said I love your energy, expression, and drama. Everything was good. Modulation was good, and your the report was really detailed. You have the everything you have corrected, even though the continuous, and like you break down the word and you told about the pronunciation. It was really, really good. And that one recommendation for you also, if you can share the screen, then it will be really, really easy for other people to understand and see that what are the mistakes they have done. So that is one feedback. And next is Aprajita. So Aprajita, it was a detailed report, and but if we can increase the font, it will be good for everybody to see. I think it was not really visible because of network maybe. So if we can increase the fonts, it will be easy. And rest everything was detailed, and you have evaluated very nicely. So thank you so much for that. Keep doing that. So that was my report, me and my team report. And over to you, Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja, for such a detailed report. And can we have a huge round of applause for Pooja Kushwa, who was playing this role for the first time? So as I wrap up, I want to say that I'm so grateful to see Death Valley through my eyes. It's a place of extremes, yes, but it's a place of beauty as well. For me, Death Valley was something like a person who seems distant and closed off. But when you know them, you see their hidden charm. That's Death Valley. Hell or heaven? Well, a bit of both for me. So thank you everyone for for listening to my journey through the Death Valley. I love being the host for today, and now I would like to hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, Neeraj Singla.
Am I audible and visible? Can we have a big round of applause for our Toastmaster of the evening, Ankit Aggarwal? Today's meeting was just like a wow. Starting from Sergeant at Arms Megha, stating the guidelines to Toastmaster of the evening, talking about a topic which many of us was not aware of, and even I went there actually. It brought shit out of me. It was so scary. But at the same time, I saw some of the most beautiful things which I couldn't see anything anywhere in this world. So Ankit Aggarwal took me to that place, and today I can see how beautifully he explained every nuances of Death Valley. Thank you so much for bringing such engaging yet very different topics, Ankit. And then moving on to our debutants, Pooja Kushwaha and Iti Mehrotra, you both nailed it. I'm not sure whatever roles you take, you just kill it. I never see any kind of flow of sorry fault in your any of the roles. You come fully prepared. That is the testimony of how much efforts to you put to keep your role alive. Thank you so much, guys, and to entire tag team and the speakers and the evaluators. Because of all of you, we are able to run this meeting, and I can see our quality has been raising exponentially. Thank you so much. It is because of your efforts that you always put to excel in your role. Now moving on to polls result. I am going to launch best role player polls. I request everyone to quickly launch their votes. Cast your votes. Quickly, everyone. I see 3 members have not casted their vote. Okay. Okay. Now we have the polls result. I will start with best table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker undoubtedly goes to Shrishti Mehrotra. Congratulations, Shrishti. I know you have left the meeting, but still you deserve it. Great table topic. Thank you so much, first of all, joining in after so many requests. But you well deserve this award. Can we have a huge round of applause for Shrishti Mehrotra for winning this one? Next goes to Best Speech Evaluator. This goes to Priyanka Mishra. Aina, you also did great. With just one vote, Priyanka won this award. But you both were equally important, and you both just did splendid today. Now, best prepared speaker. In this, we both won it, but I was overtime, I am disqualified. So this one goes to Aprajita Darbari. Can we have a huge round of applause for her for bringing such important message through her speech? Next goes to best auxiliary role player. This one goes to Ashima Trehan. Thank you so much, Ashima, for doing the evaluation so meticulously. You pointed, I was hooked by your speech. You pointed such kind of points which can be easily worked on. Thank you so much. And then the best role player. This one goes to our Toastmaster of the evening, Ankit Aggarwal, for putting so much efforts and finding the images so that we can not only just hear but also can feel it through those pictures. Thank you so much, Ankit. Okay, we have 10 minutes left. Now we don't have guest as of now, but I want to ask Rupinder to give message to anyone in this.
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, Rupinder, you are audible and visible.
Okay, what was the top? Oh, sorry. I'm always in the table topics mode. I enjoyed the meeting today. And one advice I have for every one of you is do something that Animesh is doing right now or was doing. Please try and smile a little bit more. All of you have better smiles than I have. So please ensure that you smile throughout the meeting. It was heartening to see a lot of women folk taking up the responsibilities. And you can measure the strength of a club by the number of women it has. So that's heartening. Turning Point did best when we had a lot of women in our club. I mean, so many of them were incredible speakers. So keep smiling throughout your meeting. In an online meeting, it helps a lot when you smile. Right. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rupinder. We will take care of this. And I have one more question. And this is
You still have
something
to
that.
smile.
Oh, sorry. And I have one more question. This is something that many of the members have asked me. I think you would be the right person because I have seen this in your speeches. So we are going to conduct humorous speech marathon, but many of us don't know how to add punches, how to deliver, face expressions, body language. Do you have some tips for all of us so that we can be better prepared in the marathon?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not very good at humorous speeches, but see, the whole thing about humor is timing, and that is the most important thing. How you time your punches. Uh, Another thing that I would want you to focus on is the pause before the punch. You have to take your audience to a high and then let them fall because uh, what happens is that humor is actually a creative exercise. The part of the brain that works when you exercise humor is the same part as when you're composing a song or writing poetry or drawing something, and it is not easy to invoke that part of the brain. I have seen the best kind of humor that works is spontaneous humor, something that you think up on the spot or the audience is not expecting. The most important thing about humor is to be natural. Don't be conscious that you're telling a joke, because when you're conscious you're telling a joke, that joke is going to fall flat. It's like you're preparing a poem to recite, and you go on stage and you hold your hands like this and you start reciting the poem. You're just saying the poem, you're not living the poem. You have to live your speech when you're delivering a humorous speech. Do not think too much, because I saw, for example, to give you a parallel example, Toastmaster Ankit, for example, or one of the speakers, they were sharing their screen and they faced problems, and somehow their speech got affected. Make sure that you do things like these beforehand, because when you are on stage, it is very similar to being in a swimming pool. And I can say this because I once had an incident. I was at a pool party. I don't like parties anywhere too much, and pool parties even less. But I was at a pool party, and one of my friends thought that a bright idea would be to push me off into the deep end of the swimming pool. So when I was pushed off into the deep end of the swimming pool, I fell I was about 8 feet and I'm 5 feet 7. So you can do the math. Obviously, my head was not above water. And the first smart thing that I did was I opened my eyes in the water and I saw the ladder, and somehow I walked to the ladder and then I climbed my way out. If I had not done that, I would have been dead. I would have drowned. The first time when I went up on stage on Toastmasters, it was the exact same feeling. You see the audience, you almost feel that you're in the deep end of the pool. Now, at that point, the one thing that was on my mind was survival. When you go on the stage, the one thing that should be on your mind is giving the speech, literally singing the speech. Your mind cannot be solving mathematical equations in your head while you are trying to deliver your speech. It can't be bothered about, oh, the video is not working. My Am I making eye contact? Am I using vocal variety? Am I using body language correctly? Your mind cannot be doing all of this because right now it is doing the most stressful thing ever, trying to speak to an audience. When it is trying to speak to an audience, it needs the whole focus towards the audience. It cannot be distracted. And this thing is accentuated even more when you are doing a humorous speech because you're trying to get a reaction out of the audience. You're appealing to the audience's emotions. It's not an easy task because the audience has to reward you with their emotions, and it is the audience's prerogative whether they do or whether they don't do it. And they'll only do it if they find your speech funny. If they don't find your speech funny, they're obviously not going to laugh, and that can be disheartening. So when you go on stage, you want to be natural. You don't want to prepare, you don't want to memorize your speech by you don't want to memorize your speech by rote, because then you're just mechanically delivering the speech. You want to be at ease on the floor. If you are at ease on the floor, then everything else will flow. This is what I have noticed in humorous speech contests. Okay. I could go on and on about this, but basically there are three parts to your speech. There is ethos, logos, and pathos. Ethos is you, logos is your subject, and pathos is your audience. Humorous speeches, 80% pathos. 80% of the effectiveness comes from the audience, how much they are able to laugh. So work on that. Last but by no means the least, my problem with humor speeches is time. So I write my humor speech for about 5 minutes of time. Why? Because the audience is going to laugh. An audience is going to take away my time. And you don't want to walk into laughter. You want the audience to finish with their laughter and then you continue after that. If you look at if you look at some of the comedy shows like Big Bang Theory and all, you will see that the actors, they wait for the audience to finish laughing before they move on. You need to give the audience that. So I mean, a lot of information, but just to work on this. But the most important advice I can give you is be natural on stage. Oh, and one more thing, jokes that you deliver, be mindful of them in terms of content and in terms of context. What do I mean by content? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women in this room right now. And if I crack a wife joke, I'm going to alienate 70% of my audience. Okay? Maybe Ankit is going to get beaten up after that. Okay? But the point is that when you crack jokes, make sure that the content is as as less of offensive as it can be. Okay. Of course, jokes come at the cost of one person or one community or the other, but try to minimize that damage. The second is the context. Uh, Manoj Vasudevan, when he gave his speech, his championship winning speech in Vancouver, he said that on 4th of July, America got its independence and I lost mine. I got married. Good joke. The problem is he was giving it here in Vancouver, Canada. Not too much of the audience cares about 4th of July. We care about 1st of July, which is the Canadian Independence Day. I mean, I'm not we, I mean the Canadians. Okay. So the context of your joke is also very important. Okay. Just to give you an example, in India, we treat cousins more like our brothers and sisters, right? A lot of us do that. All of us Indians. In US and Canada, cousins are more like friends rather than brothers and sisters. They're more like friends. So that context you need to understand, the cultural context you need to understand before you deliver a joke. And because you're speaking online, it might be an international audience. So you need to understand that when you're delivering a joke, will they be even able to understand it? I could say that, oh, Neeraj and I get along like the Republicans and the Democrats. To a US audience, that will make sense. To an Indian audience, it would be like Neeraj and I get along just like Rahul Gandhi gets along with Narendra Modi. Okay, now that makes more sense. That is cultural context. So content and context, be very mindful of these two when you are preparing your jokes. I once went to a meeting where a person made fun of Rahul Gandhi. The audience, some of them laughed, some of them did not. And this guy, he was a German, he got up and when he was asked to give his feedback, and he said that I happened to be at a lecture, I had to be in at a lecture in Stuttgart, or was it Frankfurt, and one of those German cities. And he said Rahul Gandhi was there, and he gave a speech on why to invest in India. And he said that I found him to be a very intelligent person, and I found a lot of, I could relate to a lot of his thoughts. So whatever your biases or whatever your preferences, keep in mind that there will always be somebody in the audience who would be against them. And you don't want to lose them just because, like I tell a joke on Vice, and I don't want to lose my women audience. You don't want to lose them. So be mindful of that. Sorry for the long blah, 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 blah. So, hope this helps. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Rupinder, for sharing your plethora of wisdom. When I hear you, it feels like I can hear you full day. And you told us such a great point, which would be really helpful to write humorous speech and deliver it as well. Thank you so much. And
You do
I will
realize your husband is in the meeting, right? वो
he's
बेचारा
in
बोला मेरे को तो
behind
नहीं सुनती कभी.
पीछे ही बैठ तो वही अंकित को थोड़ा और भी इंटेलिजेंट होना पड़ेगा सुनने के लिए. Oh, just kidding, he's very intelligent. Okay, thank you so much, Rupinder. I just noticed we have one more guest. I think he just joined. Hemantha, am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, exactly. Correct. I am Hemant. I am from Sri Lanka. So I accidentally joined your club. And actually, it's a great thing that I learned many things from the technique, as far as the techniques is concerned about the humorous speeches. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Upendra. Really appreciate your valuable insights.
Thank you so much, Hemantha. Do join us next time. I think you just attended the last part of this meeting.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we would love to have you in our next meeting from the beginning. So do attend. We meet every week on Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes, actually, I can join definitely. Next time, I'll definitely join from the beginning onwards.
Okay. Looking forward to see you in the meeting. Okay, guys. Now, okay. Hemantha, you want to say something?
No, actually, I will definitely join next time.
Okay. So with that, we are already 5 minutes over